I'm going to talk briefly regarding New York State offers. I do a lot of these for both corporate and personal income taxes and also trust fund taxes. And I'm not going to go into as much detail in this because for the most part, the rules are the same as IRS offers. They look at the assets, they look at liquidation of assets, they look to budget, they have the same budgetary tests and allowances for various expenses. So that is pretty much all the same with the IRS in New York State. What the difference is, and you're not going to believe this, New York State will only give you one shot. What I mean by that is you file an offer and said offer is accepted. So let's say you get an offer to settle $100,000 for $10,000, and they'll put you on a 5-year plan to pay the $10,000. You default on that. You can't make those payments. Tax bill come back to me and say, Steve, I defaulted on that. Call New York State, which I've done in prior cases. They've defaulted, Mr. Cass. They had an accepted offer. I go, okay, can I file another offer again? No, we have a rule, one offer.
One and done.
That doesn't mean if your offer is rejected, which means they never accepted it. In the beginning, you're haggling on the offer. You can then refile an offer because it was not accepted. So I tell clients, when you're doing this, make sure that anything you're proposing, you could do, because you get one shot here. New York State doesn't want to have an accepted offer default and then look at another offer. New York State has one of their pet peeves to collect, which is IRS will take your passport, New York State will take your driver's license if you owe more than $10,000. They'll suspend your driver's license, send it to the DMV. So clients will come to me and go, Steve, I owe the New York State $1 million for sales taxes. I had a prior settlement where I reduced everything to $15,000 or $50,000, whatever. I defaulted now. What can you do? I go, not much right now, because number one, you can't file an offer again. Number two, you can't go on an installment agreement because New York State doesn't have what's called a partial pay installment agreement like the IRS does. So you're not going to pay $1 million over 5 years. They have, at most, what's called a hardship to drive. So you have to fill in a hardship application. That's all. You don't have the ability to pay the $1 million. And then they will consider giving you your driver's license back. But it's not a settlement.